Buoyancy has a huge effect in being able to allow people to do more with less pain. If you have less pain and you do more, then you're going to reduce the overall symptoms in almost all of your cases. One of the first things I see change is people's, again, willingness to move as soon as you start working with them. Instead of doing passive modalities the first week and then gradually introducing them to exercise, you start exercise day one. The pool offers you the ability to heat somebody up, help improve blood flow and the neurotrophin flow in the nerves, just like ultrasound would, but without having to do the passive modalities while you're also exercising. As well as the icing effect, it reduces lactic acid buildup, makes it easier to move. People are much more comfortable and generally enjoy it more. One, it has an even wall. It doesn't have the cutout staggered walls that you see in some pools, because you cannot do any kind of wall stave activity against that staggered wall. Against the flat wall, you're able to get back against it, use it as stabilization, use it as feedback both to the shoulder blades, to the back itself, so people know where they are in space and you can eventually move them away from the wall. The other thing is availability of doing various depths. To me, depth is very important when working with spine patients. You need a shallow level that you can work with walking. You need a deep level that you can use for distraction and activities while in distraction, as well as some of your higher level stabilization activities are done basically in a deep water pool. The shallower levels also allow you to advance somebody that has weight bearing restrictions. Start in the deep, move to the shallow, able to progress them. I really like the treadmill they have. It's very smooth. It doesn't interfere with most of the other workspace in the pool. You can leave the treadmill off and function as if you don't have one there. It's not in the way. You've got in a location that you've got the ability to have handrails to utilize. The variation of speed is very, very smooth, and it goes low enough that you can do slow movement activities or higher level running without much difficulty at all. I do like the therapy jets with spine patients and even some of your knee or ankle patients that you're working in the water. Once you start doing activity in the water, they become fatigued. The most difficult aspect about water is exiting the water, coming back to land away from buoyancy and back into full-fledged gravity. Through the jets and the turbulence of the water moving around them provides some pain modulation, helps with relaxation. Also in a seated position, you have reloading of the spine itself, which makes it much more easy to come out of the water. They're a little more rested, spine's a little more accustomed to the idea of getting weight back through it, makes coming out of the water 3 to 4 patients in the pool at the same time with little to no difficulty. You can have somebody on the treadmill, have somebody on the seated step, working range of motion, have somebody against the wall or working free exercise while also working in a deep well situation. As a side note, that's where people get in trouble. They think, well, I only need a one-person pool because I can only bill Medicare for one-on-one. I can have 2 patients here, one be on the treadmill and one be doing basic range of motion on. I'm charging for the time I'm instructing in the other patient. If I instruct patient A for 5 minutes and working with them, and then I instruct patient B for 5 minutes and working with them, still the amount of I can have them both in there at the same time, and I'm charging for the time I'm working with them. Mistake people are making is saying I can only have one Medicare patient in there. So they say, okay, for 1 hour I'm seeing one Medicare patient, even though there may only be 35 minutes of billable time because they're either yakking or you're not able to get them moving, and it doesn't match up. The other aspect of working with multiple patients in the pool that is critical is those clinics that have capitation or visit rate fee schedules in effect. If you have a lot of those patients and you're trying to spend one-on-one with them, you're going to be losing money. If you have some of those patients and you're making more effective use of your time and lessening the likelihood that you're having huge write-offs based on what insurance fee schedules are going to.